Mr. Mlife, our challenges, man, are very many. It will take us the whole day, us going through each and every challenge that we are having at school. But just to give a little highlight, the highlight that we are having now, we're having a high number of learners whom are not having school uniform, you see, and it becomes a very big challenge because when we get to school, we are supposed to be wearing a uniform because uniform is something that makes us to feel equal to one another, but it becomes a very big challenge when else I'm having school uniform, but my friend or my peer that I'm sharing a desk with is not having a school shoe. Then we were, as Cosas, we were also lobbying our government to say that as much as they are providing us with stationery and whatsoever that they are providing us free meals, you can name them, but we are saying let them also try and make sure that we we also receive free uniforms as much as police officers who are getting salaries, they are also receiving free uniform. We are having nurses who are also receiving salaries, but they are getting free uniform, even prisoners. But why can't the same be also be done to us, as we are having problems as a country? Young people, they must step up to those particular problems. As much as we can see that for the past 5 years that we have had in the local government, there was no youth voice. So it is very important that the youth of 2021, the youth of AMA 2000 mobilize themselves again. As much as we have done it before in 1976, we can also do it again in this particular year to make sure that the youth of 2021 is also heard. We are very much disappointed in the current local government body that we are having, because it has failed to champion many of our issues. With the previous government that we had, the government of the African National Congress that was led by Umeya Usputla, we're having many programs that involved young people. We had free Wi-Fi's, but we were very disappointed to see when a government of DA went into power, they decided that they will remove or they will not continue with the development of the free Wi-Fi's in our schools, in our libraries.
As a movement, as COSAS, have you made initiative to engage the authorities in this regard?
Earlier this year, we were in a march together with our brothers in the YCL and our brothers in SASCO. Actually, I can say the PYA component, to try and engage with the municipality to say that we want our Wi-Fi's back. We want to see our libraries functioning, and it is a pity that ever since this government came into place, we are no longer having new books in our libraries. We have been having situations whereby there were crimes reported saying that there were burglaries in our libraries, our computers were stolen and whatsoever, and then those issues were just left hanging. They were not attended. So my question is to also ask that if ever the local government that we are having is not attending to such issues, ithi abantwana besikolo bafunda kuphi? You see, so it simple shows that they don't take our education serious. But and then also when we check, we don't know if it is the matter of location or what. But because if you can check in places like Watermeres and whatsoever, their facilities are very up to date. But when you come to locations like your Winterfeld, your Mabopane, your Harankua, you can name them.
But that one is an old problem. It has been there long before the current administration came into place.
Yes, we can agree to disagree on that particular fact. Because the previous administration, at least it had that particular thing of showing us that at least your issues are being attended to. But now with the current situation, we don't even know which are we having a municipality or not as Cosas. We are saying as young people it is very much important to make sure that we mobilize ourselves and we participate in these local government elections, because one is to say if ever abantu abasha they do not participate, we'll be having the very same crisis that we are having now. From my own analysis, maybe we're in the situations that we're in now because the young people, most of us, we didn't participate in the local government elections of 2020 or of 2016. So if
why is that? Is it because of age or?
Some it was because of age. Our brothers, they had their own problems that I do not want to mention. But what I'm trying to show the youth currently is that if ever us as the youth we do not participate, we'll be in the same situation that we are in now. We'll be not be having a bargaining power to be able to say to the current to the incoming municipality that but Chief Tina, as young people, we voted you into power and we want this and this and this. So if ever we do not participate, we'll never have such bargaining power. Youth participation is the key, because if ever we were to check our population as a country, you'll find out that youth, it is the majority. And then as much as we are the majority, it means we are the ones with the voice to decide to of which whom do we want to lead us as young people, or what is it that we want as young people. Because with the current state, you can see that most of the voters that we're having were old people. And ngokuya kweminyaka we are seeing decrease in the number of old people who are voting. So it simply shows that it is time for us as young people to stop gallivanting, to stop proving, and to start taking our future serious, because the most important thing about our vote is that it is something that decides on what is it that we do. It's something that decides on ukuthi as young people how are we being governed. It means imithetho that are being placed to us are decided on our vote. So it is very important to be having young people participating.
Yeah, and now how do you encourage to young people who say, no, I'm not benefiting anything, I can just say out of this thing by let's say 11 fela. Do you have programs that do you try to get these young people to make them understand and see the importance of their participation?
Yes, we're having programs as young people, more especially us in Cosas, when we get our time, when we are not busy with exam.